What's up guys? Douglas from Dougsterbob.com here, and today I wanted to make a video. I'm out here in this ditch, and can you find me? Am I in these bushes over here to the right? What about the tree in the back? Nah, just kidding. I'm in here in this tunnel, hanging out with some hobos I found in there. But here's the thing, I wanted to make this video in this ditch because a lot of you guys don't have a skate park. And the title of this video is, what the hell do you do in a ditch? I'm gonna show you. Woo! All right, so here are a few reasons why I prefer riding a ditch over a skate park. There's not lots of people. There's nobody telling you to do a backflip. There's not a lot of people. There's no loud noises. There's not very many people out here. Usually when you're out here, you're alone because there's not too many people around. Anyway, you get the gist. Ditches are fun. You can just get out, you can get out of your own head, be by yourself, and really focus on learning those tricks that you have on your bucket list. Some of the tricks that I really enjoy doing at the ditch, you can do fakies. Right? You can roll up that bank, you can fakie down and work on your fakies. That's huge because there's no one that's gonna get behind you and get in your way. You can work on bar spins, bar spin fakie, hop bar spin, 180 bar spin. I was actually here, the reason I'm here right now is to film a bike school video about, you know, some bar spin stuff. You guys will know if you're in the group, but it's just a perfect place to get away from everybody and work on some of those tricks. On banks, you can learn foot jam whips, you can learn 180s, you can learn 360 to fakies. There's like a trillion different things you can do on just this bank that like every ditch has. Look behind me here. You see this giant bank? Every ditch is different. I'll take you guys up here in a minute. There's a wall ride up there. It's crazy. So every ditch is different, and this is probably the best thing you could do when you're out looking around for spots. You can find your ditches in your town, and you can do a lot here. So let's do some of my favorite tricks. Yeah, so like I said, you can do fakies, you can do foot jam whips, you can do 180s, you can do 360 to fakies, you can do fakie bar spins up it, fakie foot jam whip, fakie full cab. There's so many different tricks you could do on just this bank, and this is just the beginning. So let me throw some of those tricks and show you what the heck I'm talking about. Can't win them all. You know, sometimes they call me Sketchy Sally, but you know, well-deserved. That's a nickname, well-deserved. So the cool thing about that, all of those tricks right there were literally, I did them in a couple minutes on that one bank right there. So now we're gonna walk up this guy and see what we can do up here. It's just a flat spot. It's really windy, so I won't be talking much up here, but look at some of these obstacles, okay? We have a smaller bank right here. This is good. You can dig that out. You got a spot for your pegs to do like an over Smith or something like that. If you're feeling really crazy, you could jump from here all the way over here into the second jungle. And then we got another thing over here. As you can tell, I'm old and out of shape. So, but anyway, let's do a few things up here and then we'll move down the ditch a little bit to the wall and some more banks, okay? All right, so anyway, that whole thing was just, that top part was kind of a train wreck. It wasn't very fun. It took me 64,000 tries to land this stupid land bar. It wasn't even a double bar, it's just land bar, whatever. But so now we're gonna run up to this wall ride here. There's some water in the way. You know, those are just things you have to deal with when you're in a ditch. You have to deal with glass, you have to deal with water, you have to deal with random people. But 10 times out of 10, it's way better than the skate park, especially when the skate park's really busy. But when you have little banks, there's also a number of things you can do. Like you can do tricks in or out of the bank. So that's probably it. That's probably pretty good. So here we go. All right, so like I said, we're gonna do this wall ride, but one thing I wanna touch on real quick with you guys is always double check your run up, okay? So I'm gonna hit this wall probably at that corner part of the graffiti right there, not the big part, but the smaller part. But to get there, look, I've gotta do a crazy maneuver over this water and then run straight up at the wall, which is, I was gonna say it's not that bad, but here's the thing. When I come off of this right here, that water's there immediately. So that's kind of annoying. One thing I could do is stay on the right side of this and then cut over to the wall real quick, or I could come off the top of this bank and then do a quick hop over the water and probably take one more crank at the wall. But then the other thing, we're gonna walk over here, walk and talk with me. Come on, follow, here we go. After I hit that wall, I'm gonna be jumping back down into this bank, okay? And this is okay, this is enough room for my bike here. But if I hit it over here and I land in here, I'm gonna die. Look at all this. This is all short. So I'd just be asking for trouble if I didn't double check that. So anyway, we're gonna hit it right here, and then we gotta quick hop into this, and then we gotta jump over another puddle. And bro, this is tough, okay? But it's fun. And here, so now we're gonna walk up here, we're gonna double check the gap, make sure we're good. So to be completely honest, that was a tragedy. I hugged the water on the right side of it, so I didn't have a straight shot at the wall. I had to cut it pretty at an angle, which I don't like to do for wall rides. I like to hit it pretty straight on. And I almost died coming back in because I didn't have enough speed to pull me into it. So next time, we're gonna come along towards the water, we're gonna do a quick hop over the water and get a crank in or a half crank before I hit the wall. We could probably get pretty close to the top here is what I'm shooting for. And yeah, my shoulder kind of hurts, but oh well, we'll see how this goes. So if you guys notice on that last one, it worked way better. And that's because I had a straight shot at the wall. It's really important to have your lineup perfect and kind of play with it a little bit. It's not gonna be perfect every time, but as you tweak it, as you ride and see what works and what doesn't work for your tricks and your style, you can adjust to it. So that one worked good, and you'll notice with the water, I was probably this high. Right? I'd say I was barely off the water, and I just pulled up enough to clear it and keep that speed going. I didn't want to use a lot of energy to do an actual bunny hop, and I needed to stay low so I could get on the ground and get that pedal in. So you got to mess with things like that. You got to figure out what works, and the circumstances are never perfect. That's what's really fun about ditches and street riding in general, is you have to learn how to adapt and overcome the obstacles that are placed out here, like that boot. I don't know what to do with it, but it's here, you know? I could throw it, I could jump over it, I could take it home. There's so many options. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna ride through the puddle. It's fine. It's not fine. It's not. I slipped around in there. It's muddy too, so whoops. Alrighty guys, so I'm really old and really out of shape. That's gonna be it for this video, but I want you to check out the video I did, the street trick video. So I showed you some really unique street tricks that you could work on, and I kind of gave you some insight on how to do them. And so go check that video out and let me know what video you want to see next. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Thanks for watching.